Now that we had our little intro, this lesson is going to consist of me running through so many different formulas, and you're going to memorize them all. This is one of the most memorization heavy lessons there are, and it's going to be to your benefit. You're going into the exam with all these tools in your tool belt because you never know what tools you're going to need. The best way to be prepared, the best way to just get free points in the exam is to memorize all these formulas. We'll start off with our economic order quantity. And as you see here, right, we've got the square root of 2 times S, which is annual sales, times O, which is cost per purchase order, divided by C, which is the annual carrying cost per unit. Now, yes, just straight up memorize it, but let's also talk about what it is, why it's important. The economic order quantity method of inventory control anticipates orders at point where carry costs are nearest to restocking costs. The goal here is to minimize total inventory costs. So, yes, if you are a super inventory heavy company, you have to pay to store that inventory, right? And also, you don't want to have to buy new inventory until the last minute when you have to. Kind of think like a just-in-time inventory process because you want to keep as much cash on hand, right? You don't want to have to give up your cash and you don't want to have to pay as much to store your inventory. So this formula tells you, right, when you need to purchase more inventory, when you get to what level of inventory. So, pretty important formula, I'd say. It helps you manage your working capital, which is your current assets, your current liabilities, to make sure that you are working at your most efficient. Here's a term, something we just get familiar with, materials requirement planning. This is an inventory management technique that projects and plans inventory levels in order to control the usage of raw materials in the production process. This mainly applies to work in process and raw materials. So just a one-off term to be familiar with. Enjoy it. Take a look, right? Just get familiar with everything here. You're going to do well. We're off to a great start. I have faith in you. Let's do an example. See a trend, I show you a formula, talk about it, I talk about it, but I'm sure you're talking about it with me in spirit, and we do an example, because what's the point of me just rattling off a bunch of formulas if I don't show you how to do it? Pineapple Smoothie Inc. Gosh, that just sounds great right now. I would love a pineapple smoothie. Incurs carrying costs of $100 per month, so they have to pay $100 per month to store their pineapples and their cups and their straws. And each time the company orders inventory, it costs $7,500. What is the company's economic order quantity if it uses 175 units of inventory each month? Great question. Well, you want to tell me what the answer is? You can now because you're familiar with the formula. Plug and chug, right? Just plug and chug. We do 2 times 175 units of inventory. Got 7,500 of purchase price divided by the carrying cost of 100. Do a little square root and bring it all together. Economic order quantity gets to 162 units. In order to find the ideal point to minimize total ordering costs and carrying costs, Pineapple Smoothie Inc. should order 162 units at a time. Order 162 units, do another order. This will also tie into safety stock, reorder point, formulas such as those. We'll see those eventually. And just such as this and many other formulas, keep in mind to use the same time periods. So apples to apples, oranges to oranges, pineapples to pineapples. So funny, aren't I? Months to months, years to years. If you're using a semi-annual rate, keep in mind, I know there's no interest rates here, but just always a reminder to keep in mind the time period that you're accounting for. Hey there! Are you ready to not only pass your CPA exams, but truly understand and enjoy the material while studying? I know it seems impossible, right? Especially to enjoy the material? We'll do it together. Tap into the power of CPA.examprep.ai, where we've got personalized quizzes, multiple choice questions, memorization guides, flashcards, simulations, all tailored to your learning. Our adaptive study planning puts you on the fastest path to success and lifts you back up if you fall behind. Avoid wasting your precious time and money attempting an exam with a low chance of passing, because who wants that? We want to get you through this process as quick as possible. Our exam readiness prediction lets you walk in with confidence, knowing that you're prepared for success on exam day. Thankfully, there's no payment method needed to get started. So why don't you come join us? Visit cpa.examprep.ai and let's achieve your exam success together.